our charter, based on the circumstances we find ourselves. When that happens, it does not amount to betrayal. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't love our leaders who are in prison right now. It does not. That's not what it means. Biafran, get this to your brain. I don't know why it is easy to swear people away from the path of truth. This, like I really thank you. You said this is not a subject that's supposed to be presented for discussion, because with your common sense, you should know that what we are doing, it has to do with life and death. It's not. There is no retreat. So if there is no retreat, how do you continue when a leader is silenced? How do you continue if you don't have a new leadership to continue what that leader was doing? Because the only way to honor him is to make sure that when he asks questions, they tell him the tempo has even increased. How will Ojukwu be happy today? How will everyone be happy today? Other than to see that somebody like NNAMDI KANU rose up. How will he be happy today? Other than to hear that Simon Ekpa rose up. How will Ojukwu and everyone be happy today if they were to ask questions and they are told that NKERE is making waves in the Congress and in the US government? How happy they will be. That's a real honor to them. That means they will tell themselves they didn't die in vain. NNAMDI KANU will tell themselves, I was not sent into prison in vain. But someone will tell them, my imprisonment is not in vain. What I stood for is still on. So it is never betrayal. Please, it's never betrayal. And when you believe that it's a betrayal, it means you have a very wrong and very harmful and destructive belief that is destructive to our Biafran cause. Because there are two ways to these things. One, what are we doing to bring our leaders out? Two, what are we doing to make sure that the Biafran pursuit, freedom pursuit, is alive? These are the two things we must never lose sight of. And the only way to make sure that their release is facilitated is to make sure that what they died for, or what they are imprisoned for, is alive and very much alive under a new leadership. And again, how do we make sure that the Biafran cause the fire does not quench? Is to make sure that there's a new leadership who will take this to a higher realm. So for you to believe that change of leadership is betrayal, that's a very harmful and wrong and destructive belief to our cause. Continuing the struggle does not mean abandoning those who are in prison. That's not what it means. That we have, this is the best thing we can do. What we have done by electing a new prime minister. And this prime minister was very, very magnanimous. Because by our charter, it should have been done way back. But sometimes because of what people will say, because of what people will say, this thing has to be delayed. But I think we will not allow that to happen again. We don't want to listen to what people will say. Wherever, let them say whatever they want to say. We don't want to, again, listen to what people say. Once the charter says anything, we get there, we just do it right away, immediately. So the fact that we have a new leadership does not amount to betrayal at all, or abandoning those who are in prison. And whoever had that belief is very harmful to our Biafran cause.
Don't mind them up.
Neither does it erase loyalty or respect. Never. When our leader, former prime minister, came to the scene, it does not mean that he was no longer loyal. When he said we are no longer taking instruction from the prison, that was not mean that he was no longer loyal to NNAMDI KANU. That's not what it meant. That's not what it meant. All it meant is that I want to shield him from my action. I want to protect him from my action, so that what he's doing cannot be linked to what I am doing. That's exactly what it is. Did anybody during this court process? Did anybody hear that what Simon Ekpa was nice to NNAMDI? They didn't mention it in the case because he has already made it clear that he is not acting based on his instruction. Otherwise, they would have brought his own actions, our own actions, to bear on his case. You see,
Exactly.
that's what would have happened. So they treated his case based on what was he had done in the past, and that's how it should be. So we should not compound his case or make his appeal. At the day of appeal, they bring in new charges based on the actions of those who link their actions to him. Please, anybody having that kind of impression that it's a disrespect or disregard or lack of loyalty to them, that kind of belief is very harmful to our Biafran movement. See? So let's look at it also as a relay race. Please, is my voice still coming out?
Yeah, your voice is coming out.
Okay, it's all right. Thank you so much, Afam. Thank you so much. So let us compare the freedom movement as a relay race. Let's use that analogy. The Biafran struggle is a relay race, and that's exactly what it's not a 100-meter dash, not a 100-meter race. There's a difference between a 100-meter race and a relay race. Because in the freedom fighting, you must always, it must be in your plan, in your calculations, that the leader may one day be away. You see, there are several ways a leader can be away, and our Mazin land can understand that very well. Mazin Maneko understand very well, and those who have fought freedom in the past, they understand. They made it clear that 3 places you can find a leader, freedom fighter. Either it's in the grave, either it's in the prison, or is in exile. So in our article of belief, we must also articulate that, knowing that this can happen. And so when it happens, what do? Do we halt? Do we stop? Then if we stop, it means that we don't know what we are doing. It means it's not about nation and the nation again, it's about an individual. And that should not be the case.
My host.
Yes.
Sorry, please. Sorry for interrupting, please. Sorry for interrupting. Please, there is something you just said now, because everybody knows this. You just said, what if something happened? Do we stop? What are we supposed to do? I was here, somebody, I think it was even Nkiru that read that thing about what is in our charter. What if our PM has a problem or anything like that? How long does it take for us to vote to get another PM? You see, there is something I keep saying here. All these things we are saying, all these people knows this. It's just their wickedness and those who have taken this Biafra project as a business. They want to delay you, they want to hold you down, because this thing you're saying, they have taught us about this thing here. What happens when our PM was there, our SPM? He was there. Many of us that was calling him PM, that is saying nobody's going to take it away from him, they were calling him criminal yesterday. They never believed in him. But today, what is happening? Even in this space we are here now, there was a time I noticed some people were jealous about Sister Tuto. They think she has taken away their position. Was there no time?
Hello, Afam, you have hit a point now. There are people who left because of wait. Tutor, wait. There are people who left because of tutors. You may not know, but if you are somebody that psychologically, if your brain is working, there are people who left because of tutors, because it's like, to them it's like he's overshadowing them. To them, they can't catch up with his level of intellectualism. You just hit a point now. But those people, they should know themselves. They should know themselves, and this is very, very wrong. When somebody comes, when somebody comes to do better than you, what you do is to learn from the person. Learn from the person. And I must not be ashamed to tell you, I learned from him. I learned from her. Sorry, I learned from her. I learned from her. I don't like coming on street because I don't know how to go about it. But when I saw her, when I listened to her, when I saw how she structures her deliberations, you see, I began to learn from her. And I must confess I am proud to learn from her. I am older than her. She can be my daughter, but I learn from her, and I'm very proud of it. That's how life should be lived. You cannot, because somebody who is a star that is shining more than you, then you become scared. You move away because of her. It's not that we don't want that kind of people. They can kill also. They can kill. Those kind of people can kill. You see? So this thing we are doing is spiritual. You see? You have provoked me to say something I never wanted to say. So go ahead, please.
Let her go. We don't care about Nkechi. On your obituary.
Sam said you should go ahead. Can somebody hear me at all?
So
Afam, go ahead.
Madam Enke,
like what I was saying, that is just that wickedness. Do you understand? Let me take us back. There was some criminals, they were calling our leader Onyendu. Immediately they kidnapped him. They started attacking our SAPM, Simon Ekpa. They even said, instead of them to be alive for Simon Ekpa to bring Biafra, instead, whatever will happen. Later, when Simon Ekpa was taken in, now those same people that was calling our leader Onyendu, they are now addressing him as NNAMDI KANU, that he's a killer. They are the one now calling our leader a killer, trying to do whatever in Biafra land. But they were with us. But now they are Nigerian politicians today. So all these things are the people you see. You are fighting here, trying to do something good. You never know that many of them are just here because of money or because of power or because let it be that it is me. You are not thinking that this person is doing this thing much more better than me. This is one of the respect I have from senior citizen, Sister Stella. It doesn't matter what. She comes and do that, she will do. If she sees that you're doing something, she will give you support. She will give you that little push. And it takes her nothing to say that she's sorry. But there are people who feels that, hey, this is my shoulder. I can never take it down. If I take it down, it must be the way I say it. We watch these things. I don't need to see you to know the character that you possess as a human being. And when you possess those characters that, hey, it must be me, or I have to be the one saying something because you think you have one or two privileges, then you're not a leader. Because your ego will always confess. And you can easily be used and manipulated and be manipulated. So that is that thing, that jealousy. That is why we have so much saboteurs, that those who are taking it for business because of their stomach, or maybe those who their wickedness and jealousy could not allow them to see those who can do it better than them and follow them up. Our leader said once,
to be the PM.
It doesn't matter. Do whatever you have to do to get me Biafra. It must not be me. Just get me Biafra. But many people cannot understand it. And when you hate somebody, you forget about the good things he's doing. You're only thinking about, like I keep saying, tell me who has been going. If NKERE did not go to White House today, that is going Capitol Hill, who would have been doing that?
Now they are useless.
If he had not been going there, where were we supposed to be? Who would be talking about Biafra? Is it the one, those call themselves, what is it called? Accountable group or whatever. What have they done that is going to be still holding this project? Or is it the mad woman, Fulani woman, that comes to social media and frame the things he frames, and later that is a laughing stock? That those who are following her should be ashamed of themselves, that she comes out and put such idiocy in a public and people buys it. So are they the one that is going to hold the struggle, or is it the so-called criminal DOS who has now just come up? They have now come up and trying to begin to mess themselves up in social media, that doing nothing, but they will tell you they're on the underground. Or is it the lawyers that the only thing they do, they go there, they discuss with politicians, collect money from them, trying to manipulate our leader? They will come out and tell you our leader said this, he said that. How can our leader say there will be no sit at home and anybody is believing that? So it's our leader too that told them, that told them, those that came to announce this thing, that hey, Isoludo, if you do this, they will do your family this, they will do your family that. Is it today that they have been coming from with one story to another? So these things is just very simple. All those criminals, those bad eggs, if they don't come out, if they don't wipe out, we are going nowhere. That is just it. They are jealous. That is what is killing them. That is what is holding us. Tell me what is holding us. That is why I said we have what it takes to get this Biafra. The world should be the one begging us, hey, you people is okay, please come to table. Please forgive them. We know they have hurt you people. We have everything. But the wickedness of our people will not make us to do the right thing. That is why you see Obi Kubana them. I was shouting about this thing last year. I was saying it every day that Hope Uzodinma, they are now grooming the nest of Hope Uzodinma, those that will even be worse than them if we let them, if we don't get our Biafra, because Biafra is the only solution. Now, see them, Kubana chief priest, all of them, they are now come. They are going to be the next ones that we want to enslave the next generation. That is why they have no shame. That is why I just don't, there are people who are not supposed to even be Biafrans at all. I will stop here, please.
Yeah, thank you so much. Before Holland will speak, let me reemphasize that. You see, every human being is created uniquely. You are very unique and different from any other person. And the earlier you discover this and then behave yourself the way you are, take yourself the way you love yourself the way you are, then that will kill envy. You see, so when tutors came, she became a very shining star, and she's still a very shining star. And there's something the Bible said. The Bible says the moon has its own glory. Listen to me very carefully. Say the moon has its own glory, and the sun has its own glory. And the moon does not envy the sun. It has its own glory, distinct glory. That's what the Bible says in 1 Corinthians chapter 15. It says the moon has its own glory, and the sun has its own glory. And the stars in their billions, he said they have their own glory. And another point he made there, said each star different from another star in glory. Despite the fact that the stars are in billions, each star different from another star in glory. And that's how it is to us human beings. We are all in our billions. We are uniquely made. And see yourself as a unique person. The highest you can do is to learn from somebody who is doing better than you. That's the highest. You cannot be the person. And once you can be able to learn this principle, then you will kill envy. Then you will kill hate. You see, instead of me, this lady came to us. He came here and began to shine. Somebody began to envy her. Each time there are issues, they want to tackle her. You see, what you should do is learn from her. You can't be her, but you can learn from her and add to what you already know. And that's what I did. You see, and if I'm at my age, if I'm not learning from the younger ones, how can I be able to manipulate the modern digital system? How can I? You see, I don't know. When I started, somebody was telling me, teaching me, either Emeka or who, or tutors. I mean, 30. I don't know. I've forgotten who was lecturing me on how to bring in a co-host. I see. One of them, either Emeka or 30. Either Emeka or 30 was lecturing me. And today I've learned it. So this is how you live your life. So that will kill hate and kill envy. So unfortunately, people want to be the person. You can't be the person. You have your own glory. She has her own glory, and your own glory differ from her own glory. But the highest you can do is to learn from her, add to what you have, and continue life. You see, the same thing they are doing to our prime minister today. Why must it be him? I am a professor. I am a doctor of the law. I am a doctor of this. Even some of these our lawyers, the lawyers too. The same thing. Now, even in the statement, some of the statement they made about this sit at home, there was a clause there that if Soludo continue to do whatever he's doing, that they will come after whether the family or whatever. Okay, now you are linking it to NNAMDI KANU. If tomorrow his family is attacked, so what will happen? What will happen? That is why if you are in this freedom fighting, please stop linking whatever we are doing to him, because whatever we are doing is legitimate. Don't link it, because in the zoo it's never legitimate. So look at what they did in.
I need an answer for that question you asked. So if
No,
his family is attacked, what happened? When if his family is attacked tomorrow, what happened? I need an answer, please.
Let me round up. You see, so look at what happened in Venezuela. People rose against it. You see, the power belongs to people. So when the people rise, it is legitimate. They can go after the leader, they can chase him out, they can drive him out, they can treat him anyhow, because they place him there. The sovereignty belongs to them, power belongs to them. They derive their legitimacy from the people. You see? So, but when you link the actions of the people to the man that is in prison, who already have court cases, so you are comparting his court case. So they should stop this. Stop it. And linking our prime minister, going to him and telling all that he said, and you put him on speaker, according to whether it's the voice or it's not the voice. He said, today you are going to listen to our prime minister. The man who is filing an appeal. So this is very wrong. Very, very wrong. You see. Hold on, you will now come to the mic, please.
Good morning, Biafrans.
Somebody speaking. I can't hear Holland speak.
We will be sharing.
Holland, your hand is up. Are you not close to mic? If you are not close to mic, Ben, you can come to, you can speak. Holland.